Welcome back. In this video, we'll discuss the concept of the null value, which is a concept that we'll encounter very often while querying databases. As we know, in database we are recording data. Sometimes though, we might not have information about a particular attribute for an entity, or this information might not even exist. So, how can we store information indicating that we do not have a value there? Sometimes people put things like n/a for non-available, or maybe -1 to show that the entry does not have a valid value. These are shortcuts and actually not very good ones. The proper way to do it in databases is to use the null value for indicating that this entry has a missing value. Whenever we don't have a value for a particular attribute, we assign the special value of null to that attribute. The null value is a special value in databases, and it does not behave like other attribute values. For example, whenever we want to check whether a particular attribute value is null, we use the following construct. We write attribute is null. We do not use the equality sign. We use the is operator instead, and this is very important. For example, let's say that we want to find all the movies in the database that don't have a rating. We write the query like that. Select star from movies where rank is null. We execute the query and notice that all the returned movies have an empty value in the rank column. Similarly, we can write a query asking only for movies for which we do have a rating. In this case, we modify the query and we write select star from movies where rank is not null. Execute the query and you'll see that we get back movies where the rank attribute is filled in and always has a numeric value. Let me reiterate one thing. The null value is a very special value in databases. It is not equivalent to, say, an empty string, which is a string of the length 0, which is represented as opening quotes followed immediately afterwards by closing quotes without any character in between. So, for example, if we try the following query, select star from movies where rank is equal to, now open quotes and close quotes, this is an empty string, execute, you'll see that we get back nothing. It gives us back nothing because null is not the same as an empty string. Another issue that I want to emphasize again. Whenever we are using null, we should always use the is operator. We cannot ever use the equality or inequality signs. Let's see what happens if we try to use the null together with the equality sign in a condition. Let's try to write the following query. Select star from movies where rank equals to null, right? Simple equality condition. Execute the query, you will see that we get nothing back. Remember, there were movies that had null rank, however, they don't show up. This is a silent failure. You don't know that you are doing something improper, so be very careful with such queries. Do you want to be further convinced that something wrong is going on? Try changing the equality to inequality, right? We're going to change now, instead of having rank equal to null, we're going to do where rank different than null, right? So we change the condition from rank equal to null to rank different than null. Execute again, you'll see again we get nothing back. You compare for equality, you get nothing back. You compare with inequality and you get nothing back. Why? Well, this is a peculiarity of the null value. I'm not going to go deep why this happens at this point, but please remember, every time that you want to compare against null, always use is null or is not null. Otherwise, your query will fail silently, you will not get a warning, you will not get an error, and you might run into trouble because you'll never get an immediate error indicating that you did something wrong. What have we done? remember from this session the notion of the null value, that we use it to represent missing or not available information, and remember the peculiarity of how to use the null value as part of the condition in a where block. You will see that we will be encountering null values quite often moving forward, so make sure that you know how to handle this properly. In the next video, we'll discuss some other strange behaviors when we'll try to write conditions with decimal numbers. Until then, play around and practice. See you next time.